EA Sports coverage takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5. Yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
21.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Luke Kuechly able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
54, Sam.
First carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And down to the 16-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
54, Sam. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 17 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
20.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football. From
the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st down, it's Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore from 13 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Falcons, they get ready to head back out here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Denoris Searcy in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons are in for 6.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Newton on 1st down. Airing it out for Olsen. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
2nd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now the pitch to Freeman. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go. Wait. Let's go. 12.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Newton on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's Ryan. Under pressure, and he will will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Julius Peppers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Ryan now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton dancing to his left. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back to throw, Newton. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing quarter 3. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
22!
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, let's go!
Again, they'll run with Freeman. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Check nickel.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Here's Ryan to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he was kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
There we go.
Now Ryan on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Julius Peppers in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Third and long. It's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton escaping the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point. Back now here on EA Sports. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On second down, McCaffrey. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On first down, Newton. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They snap it to Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hey, let's go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Ryan over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. The 30. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 71 yards. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Newton, eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Captain Mutterley.